Today let us do algebra exercise 2a question number 1. Find the zeros of the polynomial. What do you understand when we say zeros? Zeros mean the value for x and y. So if they say find the zeros, that means what you should understand, it means that we have to find the value of variables. Okay, in this case we have the variable x, but in some other case we may have y and z or any other. So remember, when they say find the zeros, mean we have to find the value of the variables. Then how to do it? So the method to find the values of the zero, we have to do mainly by factorization. That means break it into factor into small portion part which we cannot break anymore. Okay, then how to do factorization? In your lower classes we already learned various methods for factorization. What are those methods? We have them. Number 1, taking common. Number 2, we can apply formula. We have those formula: a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a square minus b square, then a minus b whole cubed. Okay, it will go on. Or we can apply quadratic formula. Quadratic formula you will learn now only in class 10 in chapter 4. Then if suppose we cannot apply these two formula, then we have to go to the third method, that is splitting middle term. Then splitting middle term, from the word itself we understand, they say splitting mean we have to break. Which part? We have to break the middle term. To apply splitting middle term, what to do? The equation should be a quadratic polynomial. Quadratic mean the highest power should be 2. We should have it of this form. Okay, we should have the highest power of the polynomial or equation should be 2. Then we should have also x, we should have also constant. So here we can see clearly, that means a, remember, a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, c is the constant term. So remember, to apply splitting middle term, you should have quadratic form of equation, and at the same time there must be x square, there must be x, and also a constant number. And then when you split it also, you have to arrange it like that. Okay, the highest power, then come the one with single one, and then the constant term. Okay, so in only if you have it this form, that means if you cannot apply these two formula, you have to go with the splitting middle term. Okay, remember, a is the coefficient of x square, c is the constant term, b is the coefficient of x. How to do? First of all, we should multiply a and c, that is the coefficient of x square and c. You will get some number, maybe we call it as p. Then after that, you have to use your own brain to get two numbers. If we multiply them, they should be equal to that number which we get from here, and then it depends on the sign here. If you have plus, you will have to plus. If you have here minus, you have to minus to get the middle term. The middle term means the coefficient of x. Okay, remember, you will have to first multiply the coefficient of x square and constant term to get one number. Then you will have to plus and minus depend on the sign here to get the middle term. Same number, maybe I can say like x and r. If you multiply s and r, you should get p. If you plus or minus s and r, you should get b. You can find out those numbers using your own common sense. Okay, sometimes they are a and c only, but sometimes they are not. So let us see with exercise 2a, question 1a. Here we have x square minus 2x minus x. So clearly you can see it is of this form. 3 we cannot square it, so that means we cannot apply formula. Then now we can do by split middle term. So coefficient of x square, no number, so that means it will be 1. Coefficient of this one, it will be b. We have minus because there we have plus, so we take it along. Then we have the constant number, because there it's written plus, we take along with minus 3. So clearly now we can see we have to split middle term. So what to do? First of all, you multiply A and C. Let's leave the sign aside first. We'll take only the number. Your A is 1. Your C is 3. So 3 into 1, 3. So you need to find two numbers. If you multiply them, you get 3. Here you have the sign minus. So if you minus them, you should get the middle one. That is 2. Okay. So what are those two numbers? Here 3, we don't have option. We have only 3 and 1. So 3 into 1, we get 3. 3 minus 1, we get 2. So that means the number here, they are 3 and 1. Okay. You can see that if we multiply them, we get 3. If we minus also, we get 2. Okay. So let us see then. So x square, it will remain the same. Then in place of 2, we already get number, no? They are 3 and 1. What sign to put here? You see here. If here you have minus, you put minus. If here you have plus, put plus. This one don't change. Let it be the same. Then here you have x minus 3. Okay. Then next step, x square. Let's remove the bracket. Minus into plus, minus, minus to minus, plus 1x minus 3. What is the next step? We have to 3 into x, 3x. Okay, we have to take common. Take common this 2 and this 2. X square here, you have it as x into x. Then 3x, you have 3 into x. Okay, so what is present here? Common means present to both. We have x. So you put x here. Then whatever left, put inside bracket. The first one we have x, write it x. What sign here? Minus. Then what number left? 3. Okay. Then you have plus. Then here 1 and 3 we have. 1x, we can write 1 into x. 3, we can write it as 1 into 3. So here what is common? 1 is common. So take common 1. What is left? Here x. Plus into minus. Minus. Then we are left with 3. So again we have to take common till we get the factor. You see these two? They are same. So you can take only 1. Then another bracket. Remember, no plus, no minus here. It become into. Okay. Here we have x. Here we have plus 1. So now you can see that we get the factor nearly come to an end. But remember, what is our aim? To find the zeros. So what do? We have to make this one equal to, if we take it as p of x, then we can take it to be equal to 0. So that means we can write x minus 3 and then x plus 1 equal 0. Okay, so now you can break them into part. Either x minus 3 equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal 0. This is minus. Take this side, become plus. This is plus. Take this side, become minus. So here we see the two values for x are 3 and minus 1. If you replace it here, okay, for both you will see that it is equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, your answer is wrong.